Lung 2, Yun Man, Cloud Gate, Cloud Door. Location, 6th Sun, lateral to the anterior midline, below the clavicle, in the center of deltopectoral triangle. How to find? Find the angle formed by the lateral lower border of the clavicle and the coracoid process within the deltoid muscle. Locate lung 2 at the junction of the clavicular insertions of the deltoid and pectoralis muscles, the deltopectoral triangle, in the center of a clearly palpable depression in the thoracic wall, 6th Sun, lateral to the anterior midline. Stomach 13 is also located at the lower border of the clavicle, 4th Sun, lateral to the anterior midline or at the midpoint of the clavicle. Also located on approximately the same level are kidney 27, tooth Sun, lateral to the midline, and ren 21 on the midline. Lung 1 is located 1 Sun below and, in most cases, slightly lateral to lung 2. Needling, obliquely to a maximal depth of 0.8 Sun. No needling in a medial direction because of the risk of pneumothorax. Lung 2 clears lung heat, regulates and descends lung qi, opens the channel and sinew channel, clears heat from the extremities, disperses chest fullness, stops cough, and dispels agitation and fullness. The energetic actions of lung 2 are similar to those of lung 1, but less strong. In addition to this, it can be used for local channel problems such as painful obstruction syndrome of the shoulder when the person cannot adduct the arm, i.e., bring the arm over close to the body towards the opposite side. The upper jaw is the place of mists. The lung in the upper jaw is amongst the mists or clouds of heaven. Cloud gate is the highest point on the lung meridian. From here, the qi starts its descent. Cloud gate doesn't possess the same invigorating attributes of lung 1. It is more about the ensuring the free communication with the qi of heaven, maintaining balance, and having an overview. The lung, in order to distribute the influence of heaven, control the waterways, and keep the rhythms of our automated processes correct, must be clear and fresh. When this is not the case, the lung feels oppressed with a heavy sadness in the chest. This can feel isolating, as if disconnected from the inspiration of heaven. The path ahead is clouded and obscured, and the cycle of meridian qi is already disturbed. If someone experiences a gulf dividing them from the rest of life, they may appear detached, remote, superior, or vague. Cloud gate dispels oppression and allows one to feel reconnected with the influx of the heavens and the rhythmic processes of life. Needling lung 2 enables the lung to fulfill its office of regulating and descending the qi, so inspiration can be clear. At the level of the mind and spirit, this allows the clouds of the upper jaw to part and the radiance of life to be revealed. When thought processes are turgid, cloudy, stuck, or rigid, or there is a lack of insight about feelings and sensations, this point can bring clarity. If there is sense of disconnection, disappointment, or deprivation, cloud gate can stimulate the descending of lung qi and encourage one to breathe fully and freely, allowing for the possibility of receiving more. One of the ways imbalance in the lung can manifest is through the puo's attachment to the material world. wanting more and more to compensate for the impeded connection with the heavens or lack of quality within. When the puo's influence is disturbed, our instinctive responses can be overly sensitive to changes in environment, or we may feel that life is always happening over there, anywhere but where the person is. Cloud gate can settle the spirit and the endless, restless quest of the lung for connection and quality. Use lung 2 when a person feels like they are living under a cloud and have lost connection to their heavenly aspect. This is particularly relevant following extended periods of grief, depression, or sadness. Consider if the patient feels disconnected, cut off, or living a meaningless existence. Lung 2 reconnects them to the rhythms and cycles of life. Lung 2 can be used with Lung 8, particularly in the autumn, helpful for general chest problems such as coughing or asthma. For oppression, feeling lost or dissatisfied, use Lung 2 to stimulate Lung Qi, regulates Lung Qi and stops cough, clears lung heat. Use Lung 2 for channel problems and pain in the shoulder and chest area. According to the essential questions, Lung 2 is one of the 8 points for draining heat from the extremities, although in fact only 7 are listed, since LU2 is on the midline, namely Lung 2, LI15, bladder 40, LU2. This is reflected in the indication for this point found in the Great Compendium of Acupuncture and Moxibustion, injury by cold giving rise to persistent heat in the limbs. Lung 2 is a main point for draining heat from the extremities. This point should be used when people say they feel like they are under a cloud, when they want to renew contact with the spiritual light within. Lung 2 can be combined with Lung 1, Spleen 1, Liver 14, Bladder 13, Bladder 47, and Pericardium 7 for chest pain. Lung 2 can also be combined with SI12 for pain of the shoulder with inability to raise the arm. Lung 2 can be combined with Stomach 13, Lung 3, and Heart 7 for dyspnea with rebellious qi, breathing with raised shoulders, and inability to taste food. And lastly, Lung 2 is best combined with Lung 1, LI15, Bladder 40, Kidney 7, and GB 10 for throat P. Patients who received electroacupuncture at Lung 2, Lung 7, and PC6 prior to heart valve replacement surgery exhibited significantly lower serum troponin 1 release following aortic cross-clamp removal. This indicates potential benefit of electroacupuncture in terms of reducing reperfusion injury from cardiac ischemia. Caution: needle carefully to avoid pneumothorax. Puncture obliquely in a lateral direction. Deep needling in a medial direction may injure the lung. One of several acupuncture points, that is Lung 2, Stomach 11 to Stomach 18, Kidney 22 to Kidney 27, GB 21, and Bladder 41 to Bladder 50, through which deep needling can cause pneumothorax.